So why do I feel guilty when I'm out on a date with someone else? It's because you was dating one of the narcissists that made it feel like every time you did something for yourself, you was doing wrong. These are the type of narcissists that will see you trying to go to the gym and they will ask you who you doing it for. Nothing can be for yourself. If you ain't doing it for them, it must be somebody else. Probably was getting ready to start a business and the narcissist tried to downplay everything you did, even tried to make you focus on everything that could go wrong instead of praising the things that could go right, raining on your parade. Probably dealt with the narcissist when everybody else saw your value and saw who you were, saw the value and the gold in you. Narcissist told you don't let it go to your head because actually that's something that they would do if they was in that situation. They don't want you to become arrogant, but actually projection is real. They would have became that way. These are the type of narcissists when you do something for yourself, you're actually cheating on him for yourself, making you actually feel bad for doing something for yourself. You're so used into pouring into this person where you don't pour nothing into yourself. Now you're in a situation to where you feel guilty for pouring into yourself. And again, the reason why you feel guilty is because you're not used to pouring into yourself. There's two types of shopper's guilt. One is when you feel guilty for not buying from the person that's selling it to you. And another one is when you feel guilty for actually buying something for yourself. You're so used to watering somebody else's garden, but you're not ever eating out of that garden. You go back to your own garden and you haven't planted anything because you're always giving to somebody else. You're in a relationship where you're doing all the pouring, but nothing getting reciprocated to you. That's why you feel so guilty for doing so for yourself. Now that you're not even in a relationship with him no more, going on a date with somebody new, which is probably good for you, feel guilty because you're not used of doing for yourself. You're always used to doing for this other person. That's why when people are fresh out of breakups and they start doing for themselves, they get cars, they get better jobs and everything. But when the breakup is still fresh, they still feel a level of pain because they used to pouring this love into somebody else, pouring into this love into themselves. And honestly, when you're not used to pouring love into yourself, you actually feel as if you don't deserve these things. So then your brain goes back to who you used to do these things for. It was that person. You gave this person your all and they gave you nothing. You don't remember that you don't owe this person anything. You owe yourself everything. And a lot of the guilt can come from actually the breakup is still pretty fresh. The breakup being fresh, you haven't taken enough time to date and love yourself and get to know yourself. Make sure you clean up your own house before you invite somebody else into a messy one. I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying the situation could be this. If you didn't take the time to heal after the breakup. More times than that, you probably didn't take the time to heal after the breakup because if you did take the time, then you would not feel guilty for dating new people. Be sure you're not dating new people out of distraction because you'll become the very person that you're healing from. Because narcissistic people use people to run from the things that they should be facing. That's why all the hurtful things they do to you in the breakup and they make everything about you. You got to remember it's not about you. They make it about you. I'll give you an example. I come home and catch a man sleeping with my woman, go out to the liquor store, somebody step on my shoe and I unalive them. Is it really about somebody stepping on my shoe? Oh, I didn't heal from what happened at home, what I caught earlier in my bedroom. It's not about you. Anybody that's suffering from narcissism, they make it about you. Deep down is inner issues that they dealing with. They're just using somebody to dump it on. And they're going to continue to make it about you because they want to rather fight you than to face the thing that they're running from. Ultimately, this guilt can come from anywhere. It can come from this place too. When we're dealing with narcissists, we're fighting two battles. We're trying to hold on to the false reality of who we thought they were while fighting who they really are, which leave no chance of loving ourselves for those who need it.